1, 2, 3. Luke, you are my father. I'm good. Get here, DoJoe.
Welcome back. We just wanted to wrap up the evening. Thank you for listening to the podcast today. We started out with a great guest, Todd Sylvester. Did I get the name right?
Yes.
Amazing, inspirational, motivational dude. I can't wait to edit those podcasts and listen to them again. I think there's a lot of good information there.
Man, Joe, I can't wait to have him back.
Yeah,
and speak
for
of
sure.
Other clients.
I've already got questions for him. I want to hear what he has to say about him because he's so insightful and has such good, so many stories.
DoJoe just wants to rip him apart. That's the only reason he's here.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want to rip that dude apart.
Yeah.
I think DoJoe's intrigued. I mean, I think DoJoe.
That's crazy talk.
Thank you, DoJoe.
We all have those thoughts in our head, and they fall like rain, and we need to figure out how to best address those. And I think Todd has at least one way to approach it, and I think it's a good way. And it may work for us, and it may not. And you take what you can use and leave the rest.
I think the next cast that includes our friend Todd will include the DoJoe, and I feel bad that I missed this tonight. Yeah, you were invited. You knew about it, man. You knew all about it.
I had no electricity in a third of the house.
We had, I was late because of my house. Houses are like,
Yep.
they're take upkeep.
And I work out of my house, so I was like,
that's motivation right there, big
what
time.
if the room that I've got the modem in doesn't? Then I'll be calling in for work tomorrow. So
I hear you.
I got it handled though.
Good.
Nice. Yep.
And you got to see Todd, so that was awesome. It's been a while, huh?
It has. Yeah, it's been a long while. And ironically enough, I saw him probably 3 weeks ago went to dinner and saw him.
A local restaurant. That's right.
Just up the road, and saw him and got to say hi. He's always been a very popular guy, very he commands a room. He's as you can imagine.
I want to use the word engaging. He's very engaging.
Yeah.
He'll look right at you. He'll engage you.
Oh, absolutely.
We are now engaged.
Well, he played on the basketball team, and a number of his friends I was friends with because of a guy I hung out with a ton in high school. And those two, he and this other friend, got to be very close. I think they were close.
DoJoe, you knew our friend Todd Sylvester back in high school.
Oh yeah.
And you party with him a lot.
Yeah, I was there during some of these times when he wasn't apparently happy with himself or with what he was doing, and those were. I don't know, but when you're 18, you're bulletproof, and 17.
That's right.
Yeah, very true.
And so you don't really recognize because you're knee deep in it yourself. So you don't really judge it or there were times where of everyone that was drunk, he was the drunkest That's saying something because there was some inebriation.
And he
all or nothing mentality, yeah.
Yes.
And he mentioned that.
He mentioned a couple. I cannot state this accurately, but at least one instance where DoJoe was the drunkest person at the party, and our friend Todd Sylvester was not.
Well, I've done that before too.
All right, we're getting into the weeds. We're here to wrap it up. Any final thoughts, comments, words there, Mojo? What would you like to say to our listeners as we check out for this podcast evening?
And my last thought comes right back at you, Main Joe. I asked you yesterday. No, it's not a bad thing at all. Not at all. Not at all. I asked you yesterday, and you graciously accepted to help DoJoe's eldest and myself work on some PHP code, making some database connections. And DoJoe's eldest, DoJoe, showed up here today, and he took care of it himself. He took care of it. He explored what he needed to see, and learned what he needed to learn, and now we are making connection to the database. And,
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great thing.
Very cool. Very cool.
So,
he's going to have an amazing career, an amazing
Yes.
life. I really
Yes.
believe that. Yeah.
Indeed.
He's an exceptional individual.
So thank you for asking, and listeners, that was my last thought of the night. We move it over now to DoJoe. What does
DoJoe,
he
any
gotta say?
final comments? Anything you'd like to leave our listeners with tonight?
We're closing out summertime.
Yeah, went by fast, didn't it?
It's melancholy.
It always does.
isn't it?
Well, it is to a degree. I mean, but I told my wife today I'm kind of looking forward to winter because I won't have to work on these damn sprinklers anymore.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to fall. It's my favorite time of year.
Our pumpkins are vining out, man.
Yeah.
Our lawn's going to be
Well,
nothing
leave
but
the
pumpkins
doors
after.
open. That door's
Yeah.
open, and the front door's open.
It was
I get a
beautiful
fan
today.
going.
It wasn't too
It's-
hot.
No.
Beautiful.
It's going to be a
days.
high of 80 tomorrow.
Perfect. That's right, my sweet spot. Man.
Is it?
Yep. As
Not
long
DoJoe.
as it's not over 82, I'm happy camper.
Really?
82 is the mark. Yeah.
Wow. I think that's crazy talk.
Where's
like-
your mark? Where's
My 98.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like
wow.
sweat. I like hot.
not
I
me.
like warm summer nights. If you walk outside, I go for walks at night. On pretty much as often as I can. Somewhere around 11 o'clock, I like to get out and feel the canyon breezes.
Yeah.
And I live in a great walking neighborhood. I would recommend people take walks at night.
Oh, I love it, dude. I totally concur, agree, and all that. That's one of the things my wife and I love to do more than anything is go for walks. And the fact that her foot is messed up and she can't really walk anymore, it's been brutal.
It's right there with jam sessions.
Yeah.
Take a
it
walk.
really is. You know, like, especially if you have a spouse, man, that's some of our best conversations right there is walking. You know, and I think I might even mention this story to you, Mojo, is back when Reagan was talking with Gorbachev and they were working on peace deals, they were at Camp David, and Reagan was like, let's go for a walk. And that's when the deal got done. That's
Nice.
when they came to eye to see, eye to eye, and walking and talking and discussing. We should take this podcast on the road. No, just kidding.
There's another podcast right
Yeah,
there.
I hear. No, you know who does it already is Kevin Nealon. He does
I
a
know that
walking,
name,
talking podcast kind of thing. It's kind of a cool show.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it does. For some reason, it just works. So.
If for no other reason, within your neighborhood, you get to walk by people's homes and you get to see them. Mm-hmm. You get to see what's important to them. They put a lot of their stuff in the front yard, a lot of who they are.
True.
You get to,
And they're not out there every night, but sometimes you actually get to meet them too, don't you?
I agree.
You get to
I
meet your
do
neighbors.
Not want to do that.
Oh, you just want to see what they're about. You want to see what they put in
Yeah.
the yard, like gnomes and.
We want to see their Halloween decorations. That's our favorite time to go for a walk. It's Halloween time. Who's into it? Who's not?
Gotcha.
Yeah. I like that too. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Thank you so much.
Podcasts segments tonight on this podcast evening, coming to you from Salt Lake City. A beautiful day.
We had a
Go
great
for a
guest.
walk.
Yeah.
Talk.
Head out and talk. I'll see you next time.